The Shembe church the church case has been dragging on for 5 years now. Judgment will finally be delivered in the KwaZulu-Natal High Court today. Congregants will know who their leader is. Mduduzi Shembe, the son of the church's late leader, Vimbeni Shembe, is fighting to lead the church. So is his uncle. Our reporter Sgu Shangase has been covering the case for us. Good morning to you, Sgu. You were in court yesterday when Judge Jappi started handing down a part of his ruling in this matter. What has he touched on so far?
Good morning, Kathy. Today it's the final day of a marathon court battle between Mduduzi and Vela Shembe. As you have rightfully pointed out, Mduduzi is the son of Vimbeni Shembe, the late leader who died in 2011, and Vela is the brother of Vimbeni Shembe. The two have nominations which are competing in court, and the judge has got to make a decision on which nomination is the legitimate one. Mduduzi says that it's been tradition for many years, since 1910, that every time a leader dies, the son takes over. But Vela Shembe has produced to the court a letter which he says was written by the late leader, nominating him to take over after he died. So the Vela Shembe came to court upon realizing that Mduduzi is about to be ordained officially by elders of the church to take over the reins. This was in 2011, and from 2011 to this day, there have been arguments and counter-arguments in court, with Judge President Ahmad Jappi listening very attentively. And we today are all waiting on the wisdom of Justice Ahmad Jappi to make a ruling. And I must say to you, Kathy, that Mduduzi leads millions of followers, and we were able to speak to some of them earlier on today. They are saying no matter which way the judgment goes, they are still holding on to Mduduzi. They believe that he is their leader, and they will remain with him in the place called Ebuhleni. I must also say that Ebuhleni was generally known to be the headquarters of the church, but in court, Mduduzi brought about an argument that Ebuhleni is not the church headquarters, but it is his homestead. He was actually preventing the court arriving at a decision that will make him to see the back of that particular place, which has been a place of history making. Millions of the people gather in that area for routine services as well as annual pilgrimages. And so today we are all waiting. By 1:30, 2, we shall all be on the clear as to who really the court thinks is the legitimate leader of the Shembe Nazareth Baptist Church.
Sgu, some of the figures that are available online with regards to the number of members that this church has, it's about 5 million followers with almost R500 million worth of assets. So it's undeniable that today's decision will have a significant impact on the church. Do you see a split taking place after today's court ruling?
Kathy, I must say that you are touching on a very sensitive matter. Part of the proceedings also included a challenge on the assets of the church. As I speak to you, the assets of the church are frozen until the judgment is read out and concluded today. We are all waiting to see what Judge Ahmad Jappi is going to order with regards to the assets. This church is a multi-million rand church with both fixed assets and cash. And at this particular point in time, if the judgment were to go Vela's way, Vela would then ask the court to also make a finding on whether he has the right to become the trustee of the church, in which case he will be the sole overseer of the assets of the church. This is one other dimension and angle which is going to be fought over long after this judgment has been made.
All right, Sgu Shangase, that's how we leave it with him. Of course, that judgment, as you heard, expected sometime this morning. So certainly still a lot in store with regard to the Shembe Church. Let's remind you of the top story.